Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about the new Vanguard format, which is of course standard. The images you're seeing right now on screen, they are of the first trial deck, the Royal Paladin, Aichi Sendo. I picked up the trial deck. Obviously Royal Paladin is a deck I really love. From way back when the game first started, and it was really expensive and I couldn't afford it. It's really nice to have this, and I'm just going to be talking about my initial thoughts of having played a few games of Standard and my opinions of what it means for Vanguard as a game. I'm not going to be going through the details of it. Every other YouTuber has done that since the announcement of this new format, so I'm just going to get straight into my personal thoughts about it. So like I said, I was able to play a few games with people who'd also bought trial decks at my locals, and I was honestly just really excited to play Vanguard again. Like, with the G format, it's just got to a point where the games are so fast, and there are decks which are so clearly and obviously head and shoulders above everything else, that it just had reached a point where it was just kind of boring to play, where you're going to locals every week and you're sitting down for half your games and playing against Gear Chronicle, Zodiac Time Beast, in a game where you really know you're probably going to lose it, you know, regardless of anything. Like, you might win if they get grade stuck, or if they don't get any triggers and you get all triggers, but let's be real here, like, it's a very consistent deck. That doesn't happen often. So, you know, my initial thoughts of playing were just that I was excited to play Vanguard again, which is something, like I say, I've not really felt for a long time. In G, the last time I remember being actually excited to play Vanguard was when the first wave of Luard's stuff came out, because it just looked really cool. So, yeah, you know, for someone like me who sort of kind of played since the start, it is really cool to go back to these units from the old days. Like, obviously my last channel was called Flogel FTK. Flogel, the original stand trigger, it's one of my favourite cards. I just think it looks really cool, you know. So to have that character come back as a crit trigger, sort of a more usable trigger, that was really cool. So for people who have played since the beginning, you know, this is really cool. But then I was sort of thinking as well, like, the people who have sort of skipped G, you know, the people who did quit during G because of how expensive, how fast, how sometimes unfair G format could be, those people coming back, you know, they're seeing the units they were used to when they were playing, and that's a really cool thing as well. Like, this whole idea of this reboot, it's really cool. And honestly, people who started playing in G format, you know, the people who, you know, the first Royal Paladin avatar they saw was Outmile, they're going to be able to experience a new way to play the game. Some of them might hate it because Standard is a bit slower than all this G stuff we've been used to, and, you know, games do take a few more turns, but honestly there isn't that much difference in speed. That's one thing I found, because the numbers are so big, you know, from very early on, you know, once you start getting your gifts, there aren't that many turns after, so it isn't that different from G. So, you know, hopefully those players who have only just started playing in the last couple of years can appreciate that it isn't just a really, really slowed down version of the game. It is simplified, but it is still a lot of fun. And I think really the only people who are really mad are the people who have all the decks from G. Now, obviously Premium goes something of the way to deal with that, but I'm going to say here and now, I don't have plans to be dabbling too much in Premium. I've seen a couple of combos already just from the first set which make me not want to play that format, like the whole not being able to guard with the Ishikihime, the Oracle Think Tank Stride, and the new Silent Tom. That just makes me not want to play Premium at all. you know, if you've, or for all these people, sorry, who have got all these G decks who want to upgrade and do, fair enough. Personally, not interested. Like, the whole point of this reboot for me was to go back to a simpler time, to these really cool units with a whole new idea, you know, new numbers with the 12 and 13k bases, and just that's really interesting. But yeah, so regarding the split format of standard and premium, really looking forward to standard. I can't wait till there's more sets out and we get to see the interaction between all the different clans again. And premium, I'm personally giving a miss. I've got a coral deck. If I had to play premium, I would just play that. It's just going to lose to Gear Chronicle, but you know, hopefully we see some varied things in premium. Hopefully premium isn't just Nubatama, Dominate, and Zodiac Time Beast completely just ruling that format, because that will be very boring. So they're just my initial thoughts. I've rambled a bit, but I think I've got everything I wanted to say across. To summarise, standard looks really, really fun. I think it's got something for everyone. That's one thing I didn't mention, actually. New players get to experience the game we did, like the first time round, with all these really cool units and, you know, the original characters, and that's really cool as well. So to summarise again, there's really something for everyone in this, whether you're playing just standard, premium, or both, and I'm really excited for it. I'm going to have a couple of boxes of VBT1 on the channel. I didn't manage to pre-order all the Royal Paladin stuff I wanted. I'm going to try and get some games up, because I'm pretty sure at my locals there's all the decks from V-Booster 1 being built, so we'll get some games up, show you the interaction between the clans. So yeah, obviously I've been doing a lot of Pokemon opening recently, and like getting into sort of with the pop vinyl showing some of my collectibles. But this, you know, obviously Vanguard is my game. I've run my tournament locals for 6 years, so there's going to be Vanguard content as well. I'm not stopping the Pokemon content. I'm still a collector at heart as well as a card game player, but just sort of there will be a bit of varied content. So just hopefully going to have a little bit for everyone. So I think I spoke for more than long enough. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I say, whatever game you're into, or if you're just into collectibles, hit that sub button. If you're already subbed, thank you so much. I've still got that Divas promos thing to be given away. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head now what I said for the competition, but watch this space for competitions and all that sort of stuff. And obviously if you're a Pokemon player, for those codes which we'll be giving away with this video as well. I know it's nothing to do with Pokemon, but if you comment down below what your favourite reveal from E3 so far has been, the first 3 to do that will win a couple of Pokemon codes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.